Speed Duel is a fast-paced alternative format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Using regular cards and throwing in skills to shake things up, making some unused cards more viable, allowing more anime strategies to come to life. Join us as we progress through each Speed Duel product release and draft each skill available at that time before battling it out in Speed Duel Skill Draft. The GX Duel Academy box was released April 1st, 2022, and just like the Battle City box, contains 8 pre-built 20-card decks along with 23 additional cards for further customization. This box introduces a ton of new cards, but some standouts are DD Warrior Lady, a monster that can banish itself and any monster at battles, Wall of Disruption, a trap that permanently lowers monsters' attack, and Cyber Dragon, a level 5 machine monster that can be special summoned if only your opponent controls monsters. This set introduces 20 new skill cards. Cyber Dark style lets you, once per turn, choose 3 Cyber Dark monsters from your deck and randomly add one of them to your hand, then shuffle the other 2 along with 1 card from your hand back into the deck. This skill can be used up to 3 times at 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000 or less life points. Forbidden Cyber style technique can only be used once per duel and only if your life points are 1,500 or less. It reduces your life points to 50, then special summons 3 machine cyber monsters from your hand, deck, and or graveyard that all become Cyber Dragons. You are then locked into summoning and attacking with fusion monsters only, and any monster summoned by this effect are destroyed during the end phase, making the skill only really good for fusion summoning Cyber End Dragon. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Cyber Darks. So we're using the skill Cyber Dark style, which is once per turn you choose 3 Cyber Dark monsters from your deck, your opponent randomly adds one of them to your hand. Shuffle the other 2 along with 1 card from your hand back into the deck, then flip this card over. This skill can be used up to 3 times once we have points of 3,000 or less, 2,000 or less, and 1,000 or less. So that's the idea, is we want to just keep putting lots of Cyber Dark cards into our hand, then we can keep using them to summon out our 2,400 attack beaters and try and win the game through kind of just that kind of pressure. So for our monsters, we're on 1 Keel, 2 Horn, and 2 Edge. Their effects aren't too relevant, but they all can equip a level 3 or lower dragon type monster to them and gain the attack, and if they would be killed by battle, you can get rid of the monster equipped to it. Keel can inflict damage when it kills a monster, Horn has piercing, and Edge can attack directly by halving its attack. Claw is the most important card of this deck. So this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster. You can target one side of that monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can discard this card to add Cyber Dark spell trap from your deck to your hand. This can be very, very important because we can send it to the graveyard to add Cyber Dark impact from our deck to our hand, which gets some of our combos going. Specifically, it gets Claw into the graveyard, which is where we want it because it's a dragon, and we can then equip it onto any of our other Cyber Dark monsters. And then during damage calculation, if a monster equipped with this card battles, you can send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Again, very, very important because we really want to get our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon into the graveyard, but we'll explain that a little bit later. So next up is 2 copies of Foolish Burial. Again, we need to get Cyber Dark Claw into the graveyard as soon as possible, and this card helps facilitate that. 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Again, get rid of back row, we can deal with enemy Zomas, and we can lower our life points to the different thresholds for Cyber Dark style to work. We're on 2 copies of Offerings to the Doomed. This is in here in case Alex decides to play something like a Jinzo, and also because it isn't a trap card, it is less susceptible to something like Nobleman of Extermination, which is why we brought it in. We're on 1 of each of our traps, again, to try and stave off Nobleman of Extermination. Alex has really been enjoying that card, so we're playing 1 of each so that if we do get hit, it doesn't blow all our trap cards out of the deck. But Wall of Disruption, really good combat trick. Floodgate Trap Hole is a fantastic, just kind of stop Alex from playing the game card. Widespread Ruin is probably the best response we have to an attack, just destroy the highest attack monster, and Zone of the Spirit is really, really annoying. So the last card in the deck is Cyber Dark Impact. So we can fusion summon Cyber Dark Dragon from our extra deck by shuffling 1 of each Cyber Dark Horn, Cyber Dark Edge, and Cyber Dark Keel from our hand, field, and or graveyard into the deck as fusion material. So this is a really cool card because we can basically use our skill to keep searching the other pieces, and even if they're in the graveyard or in the field or in our hand, we can still fuse them together. We can then make Cyber Dark Dragon. Cyber Dark Dragon can equip any dragon to itself. So if we can use Cyber Dark Claw's effect to send Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to the graveyard, we could then equip it onto our Cyber Dark Dragon, and then it will come out as a 5,500 attack monster that also gains 100 for every other monster in the graveyard. That probably won't have that many, but still big attack, really, really strong. So for the side deck, we're on Offerings to the Doomed, 2 copies of Awaken the Dragon, 2 more Wall of Disruption in case Alex isn't on Nobleman of Extermination, and a Lost Wind. So that's the deck. Let's fire it in and see what Alex has got for us. So I did just realise that Floodgate Trap Hole is limited, so we're actually going to swap that out for Lost Wind. We might slide it in as we go through. Anyway, yeah, let's fire back on in. Hi, Future Tomato here. During the games, we both forget that I'm supposed to shuffle a card from my hand back into the deck when I use Cyber Dark style. It doesn't make any big difference to the game's results, but I thought I'd let you know. Anyway, on with the games. So last week was, I think, a little bit of a write-off. I think that was just showing the power of Cyber Angels and how kind of disgusting it is, especially at this time. I haven't, like I said, done a ton of research, but just like in passing, looked at some of the Rushdoll results of what's happening now. Obviously, they have another product release, and I believe Cyber Angels are still one of the best decks. So
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like the ban list should probably try and hit the Cyber Angels a bit, but I'm not really sure. Maybe Konami's fine with the meta. I don't know. Either way, this week, hopefully we should get to see a much more interactive and better game. I suppose, in one way, Cyber Angel is the epitome of a speed duel, in which the game should be over in a turn or two, because it's so unbelievably powerful. Unfortunately, that's not really the interaction we're looking for, ideally.
No, yeah.
But it was interesting to see kind of a Chaz versus Alexis, or in this case, Emma, because that skill's just better until it gets nerfed. But it should be interesting to see what we bring today. We still have so many different decks and so many different archetypes at our fingertips. So I am very much looking forward to seeing what you've got and to see if it's an interesting matchup.
More same than last week, anyway.
It'll be cool to see if we get any mirror matches, I guess. Some of the skills we drafted, which have different characters, obviously we drafted both of them. So, for example, I think you have both the Chaz skills, but then there's other ones where it's like we both have each of the Zane skills. So we might get to see like the Zane mirror, even though it will be like a Cyber Dark versus a Cyber Dragon deck. And I think I had both of the Alexis skills. So obviously, you would be on Cyber Blader, for example.
No, probably not.
All right, shall we fire in and see what we're on?
Yeah.
Rock. Right, well, as is traditional on Speed, we will be going second.
Okay.
I'm glad I went second. Oh, the Zane mirror!
Hey. Oh. Let's set. Summon Climber Valley.
Ooh.
And end.
Cyber Valley is a very cool card. Standby main. This was it was kind of a staple for a very short period of time when it came out. It was a very cool card. So I can't do what I want to do. That is not happening. So, for now, I will activate Foolish Burial. Do you have any response to my Foolish Burial?
Nope.
Okay, so I choose a monster from my deck and send it to the graveyard. So the card I'm going to send to the graveyard is the Dragon type Cyber Dark Claw. And we'll send this to the grave. Then I will set 1, set 2, and set 3. And then we're going to move to the end phase.
Going to end.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. Stand by main. Let's get things... maybe not. Maybe not. I think I'll get a pass one more time. Your turn again.
Okay. I don't want to see you. That's a terrible draw. Yeah, I mean...
Okay, so this is what I forgot to do last turn. I will activate Zoma the Spirit.
Okay, yeah.
Then I will change it to attack mode during my turn.
Yep.
So stand by main. So now I have a space free. I will normal summon Cyber Dark Keel. Any response to the summon? Obviously I'm targeting the card engraver to equip to it.
Nope.
Okay, so this then gets to go to my spell traps. I guess we'll just do this to show they're linked. So, this card's normal summon, target a level 3 or lower drag monster from my graveyard, equip that card to this card. I gain attack equal to the original attack of the monster equipped to it. So that is 16, so this now becomes a 24. If this card destroys the opponent's monster by battle, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. If this card be destroyed by battle, destroy the equipped monster instead. And the equipped monster says, if this card is sent to the graveyard while it's equipped to a monster, I can target a Cyberduck monster in my graveyard and add it to my hand. So if they're sent at the same time, for whatever reason, I could get my Keel back. Then you can only use each effect once per turn. I can discard this card to add a Cyberdark spell trap from my deck to my hand, or during damage calculation, if a monster equipped with this card battles, you can send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. So I will then move to the battle phase.
Yep.
So is this when I declare an attack? And this card is targeted for an attack. Alright. So I will target it for an attack.
Banish, draw a card, end the battle phase.
Yep. Which gets it straight to the end phase. You're up.
Ooh, to activate Nobleman of Extermination.
Okay.
Target that one.
Okay, so you have banished my Floodgate Trap Hole. And I do not have any more copies.
Ooh.
Do you have any copies?
I don't,
Okay.
because I am running Cyber Dragon. Oh, special summon Cyber Dragon.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will go to battle
Okay.
and attack Zoma.
So you're attacking my Zoma with your 2100 attacks. I would lose 300, you would lose 21. Am I fine with this? Am I fine with this? I think I'm going to activate Wall of Disruption to the attack, which will reduce your attack by 800.
Ooh.
So you'll go down to 13. So assuming you have no response to this, you will...
No, I don't.
So one thing to note is this is on attack declaration, so this is not damage step. So if you did have anything, you could technically do it.
Okay.
That's probably not relevant, but that might come up later.
I don't.
Alright, draw, standby main. I guess I'm going to set a back row. So this is the problem is, right? So I will reveal some information to you. I have Cyberdark card in my hand. I don't have any dragons in my graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it worth something an 800 attack guy? Probably not. We'll just go straight battle. We will attempt to attack with Zoma.
Okay, I will activate Widespread Rune.
Okay, so that will destroy my Keel, which then says... if this card... That's not that one. If this card would be destroyed by battle, so it does not protect it. So it and Cyberdark Claw will then go to the graveyard. At which point Cyberdark Claw's effect will activate, letting me take back a Cyberdark monster from my graveyard to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Again, since you already know that I have another Cyberdark card in my hand, that doesn't actually do a ton for me.
And then I take 1800, yes?
Yep. And then I pass the turn.
Special summon Cyber Dragon.
Okay. We've got to find a way to out this Zoma as well. Because right now it's...
Normal summon Cyber Phoenix.
Okay.
And
So draw for turn. Stand by main. We will activate Cosmic Cyclone targeting this. So we drop the 1000. Send this to grave. Then I can activate Cyberdark Style. So I can only activate this card 3 times. Once when I'm at 3000 or less, once when I'm at 2000 or less, and once when I'm at 1000 or less. So I can now choose 3 Cyberdark monsters from my deck, and then you will randomly add 1 to my hand. So, what's the best way to do this? I guess we'll banish them for now. Banish, banish, banish.
Giving me much of a
then-
choice.
Do you want to roll a dice? Well, it's random, so you're just going to roll a dice anyway.
Oh, right.
But shall we say 1, 2 Cyberdark Edge, 2, 3? Well, I guess just 1, 2 versus the other ones. Okay, so that means I get a Cyberdark Claw to my hand. And then these ones go back into the deck. Then we will give this a shuffle. So next up, I will summon Keel. And then we will grab our boy again. So he goes up to 24. And then I guess we go to battle. I will attack Zoma into Cyber Dragon.
Yeah. I'll play 2100 on those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... Go second.
Okay. 1, 2, before.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Alright, I will activate the effect of Cyberdark Claw in hand, which will let me send it to graveyard to add a Cyberdark spell or trap from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
The card that I'm going to add to my hand is Cyberdark Impact. Next up, I will normal summon Edge.
Yep.
And then equip it with Claw. Then we will set 2 back row.
400.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Well, I will. Nobleman, your back row.
I will chain Zoma the Spirit. And summon it in defense mode.
Activate Night Beam. Look at that.
You have destroyed Cosmic Cyclone.
Okay, fine with that. We'll set 2 of our own back row. Summon out Cyber Phoenix. Beat the Zoma.
Goodbye, Zoma.
No done.
I've only got to beat 2 back row, right? Easy. Stand by main. We will activate Foolish Burial. So I'm just going to spin straight away a Cyberdark Claw. Send this to grave. I will then go straight to battle and declare an attack on your Cyber Phoenix. Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Widespread Ruin.
So these will both get destroyed, which will then trigger Claw and get me back Edge. And then pass the turn.
Out of the edge.
The edgiest of all of the Cyber Darks. I also keep forgetting to use the other effect of my Cyberdark Claw, which I have to remember to do in the future. It's just bidding cards to the graveyard.
From your extra deck graveyard. That's cool. Do you have a TCG?
What, Cyberdark Claw?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in TCG. There's another card as well from the Cyberdarks called Cyberdark Cannon, which is really, really good, but is not in Speed yet.
Alright. Don't remember seeing him when we
He was
got the Cyberdark stuff.
Oh yeah, he's legacy support in the same way that a lot of the XYZ Dragon Cannon stuff you have as legacy support, like the field spell.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, tribute summoning out the big boy.
About hits 21.
I'll take the 21. Alright. Fourth turn. Stand by main. Let's start with everyone's favourite Cyberdark style. Oh, there's a button, Alex, that does it for me.
Oh, nice.
Choose. 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 1, 2, 3. Neat.
I have no idea which one got picked. Although I suppose that's...
Yeah, I suppose it's random, but...
Yeah, it is random, so I wouldn't know, huh?
I suppose it doesn't matter too much. I'm summoning Edge.
Okay.
Then we will equip. So now he's up to 24. I guess I will then move to the battle phase. Declare an attack. Oh wait, no. I'm setting a card first. Ugh. Right, yeah, continue. Attack.
Oh, widespread ruin.
Stop it. Alright, that goes to grave, which triggers the effect and gets me boy back to hand. And then I pass the turn.
Okay. I will activate.
Oh, you
Nobleman.
son of a... Yeah, you got it. The top deck of the century.
Swing.
Well, there it is. Go into game 3. Second, baby.
Okay. Set. Summon. End.
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. Let us open with normal summon Cyberdark Claw.
Yep.
I'll then set a back row. Then go to battle. We will attack.
This gets banished. I draw a card. The combat phase ends.
Your turn.
I'm going to set a monster. And then.
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. I will start Cosmic Cyclone, targeting your back row.
Okie.
Send this to grave. We will then use Cyberdark Style. Resolve the effect. So I'll choose this, this, and this. Okay. Now, do I want to play another card? I will set a monster in defense. Go to battle.
Yep.
And attack into your 1600 defense Phoenix. And then pass.
That's right. Set.
Okay.
Then.
Draw for turn. That's funny, but doesn't really do anything. So stand by main. Guess I'll set, go battle, and then attack into the defense monster.
Oop.
And pass the turn.
Okay. I will rebuke to summon.
Okay.
We'll go battle and knock your face down.
Yeah, it's fine. Cyberdark Keel. Matter. Stand by main. Oh, thank the gods. Foolish Burial. Using its effect, I will bin Cyberdark Claw. Now, I summon Cyberdark Horn. Then I can take my claw and equip it. Just gonna move it so it looks nicer. Okay, so we have a thing now. We'll go to battle. I will declare an attack on your Cyber Dragon.
Yep.
So I'm 24, so you lose 3. I'll use the effect of Claw. And bin Blue Eyes Ultimate. And then pass the turn.
I'm going to
Yep.
activate Night Beam.
You have destroyed Lost Wind.
Ooh. I will summon Cyber Valley.
Okay.
Then we'll end turn.
Okay, so we'll draw a card. Stand by main. I guess we'll just go straight to the battle phase.
Yep.
I will attack into your Cyber Phoenix with my piercing Cyberdark Horn. So that'll be, what, 800?
Piercing, you say?
Yesh, it's Horn's effect. It's card
yeah,
attacks defense push monster for piercing damage.
Yeah. So that's how much?
800.
800.
And then you get a draw.
Oh, yeah.
Then I will attack.
I'll banish and draw.
And you force my turn to end. I know it's just ends the battle phase, but in Speed that just says end your turn.
Yeah. Well, I will special summon Cyber Dragon.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
I'll go to battle, attack.
Okay, so I have nothing, so that would die. I'll lose 500. And you've got any combat trick.
Niet.
Alright, draw for turn. Stand by main. Let's fire off Cosmic Cyclone, type in the back row.
We're going to regret that.
I think I'm going to be okay with it.
Cyber End.
Ooh, big boy. So because you have summoned a Cyber End, or a card from an extra deck, I can use the effect of Lost Wind and bring it back face down. And next time it goes to the graveyard, it will be banished instead. And yeah, because it's done. I activate Cyber Dart Impact. So from my where do they go? Into the deck. So Cyber Dart Keel will return to my deck. Cyber Dart Horn from hand will return. How do I want to do this? I'll banish them first, just to make it easier. Banish and banish. So I'll put those back on top. Shuffle them. And then bring out Cyber Dark Dragon. Cyber Dark Dragon's effect then goes off. I can take any dragon from my graveyard and equip it.
Touch blue is on that. That's cool.
So 5,500 attack. And then we can go battle and declare an attack on the Cyber Dragon.
Which is 2,900, right?
Which is 5/5.
No, more than 5/5.
The 3/4.
Yeah. Oops. 34 life.
34 life points. Whoa. Man,
Oh,
I
GG.
can't imagine a better way for this game to end though. Cyber End Dragon staring down Cyber Dark Dragon.
Yeah.
It's a shame because obviously I could have rammed and got rid of your Cyber End Dragon, which would have been cooler, but wouldn't have won the game. So we're like,
totally.
I want to have the awesome clash of big fusion monsters. This is really cool as well because this is like Duel Academy Zane versus like pro player Zane when he discards the Cyber Dragons and starts playing the Cyber Darks, which is a very strange thing because, especially historically, Cyber Dragons have always been a lot better than Cyber Darks. So
Yeah.
thematically, it's like, oh, he's got the edgier deck because he wants to be an edgier duelist and he's like throwing away everything he's learned and he's looking at power only. But then from a TCG standpoint, you're like, you've got a worse deck now. What are you doing? But yeah, these decks are pretty cool. I didn't actually get to see what your skill does, doesn't it? Isn't it like based on your life points you can summon?
I've got to get to 1,500 or less, and I just couldn't find a way to do that without losing the game.
Yeah, it's a very, very tricky and finicky thing. So I assume your deck's plan is to just summon out Cyber End by getting your life points low.
Either Poly Cyber End or Skill Cyber End, or my plan for next turn was Overload Fusion, the Chimera attack.
How big would that have been?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 800?
So 4 grand.
Yeah.
4,000 attack Chimera Tech would have been disgusting. Obviously, you would have fused your Cyber End into it as well.
Yeah. Oh no, so 5? Yeah, 5 8.
Yeah.
40. Yeah.
Because that's the one downside with Chimera Tech Overdragon is he wipes your board when he summons himself. So the combo used to be you would drop Future Fusion to dump everything into the graveyard. Then you drop Overload Fusion to summon it out. But if you let it summon itself with Future Fusion, it would destroy your own Future Fusion and kill itself. So it's this like really weird thing where you kind of have to just summon it with Overload Fusion. My deck is pretty... It's basically just a beatdown deck, right? Get Claw into graveyard, start just summoning a bunch of 2,400 attack guys, and then eventually you can kind of gimmick into getting out Cyber Dark Dragon with a load of attack. But then Cyber Dark Dragon doesn't actually do anything, right? So you can equip any dragon, and then it gains their attack, the same as with the others, and if it would be destroyed, destroy that instead. And again, only by battle. So if you killed it with an effect, he would still just die. Its only real gimmick is that he gains 100 attack for each monster in your graveyard. I'm like, neat. You'd think he'd have all the combined effects of his little guys, right? So Horn would be trample, one of them can like halve its attack but attack directly, and then the other one's like when it kills a monster inflict a little bit of damage. Which are all just more useful effects than just gain 100. Because the thing is, if you get an out Cyber Dark Dragon, you're probably the biggest guy on the board already, right? There are lots of ways to cheat stuff into the graveyard. I think we were talking about this the other day when we were playing Rush, but 5-God Dragon or 5-headed Dragon was the get that into graveyard, summon Cyber Dark Dragon, equip that onto it, 6,000 attack. So you're usually going to be the biggest boy in the yard already, so it's like, why not give it something more like piercing or something? Oh, but yeah, that was a good one. Like I said, I'm glad we got to see our big fusion monsters hit the board, even if it was a very strange way, because obviously it was waking the dragon to get him out. But yeah, GG, man.
GG.